2017, I was sitting on the floor of my small walk-in closet with tears running down my face, wondering how I got there again. Has anybody felt that way? Just didn't realize how you got there again? That day, I decided I didn't want to experience that anymore. So over the course of the next year, I went on a self-guided discovery journey. And during that journey, I learned how to respect myself, to know what I want, and to take that leap of faith. And as a result, my relationships changed. I was more confident. I found a man unlike any that I had dated in my past, which I recently married. I found more peace, more love, and more joy in my life than I ever had. And most of all, for the first time in my life, I found a relationship with me. My name is Sam. I'm a relationship coach for women. I help women to develop healthy, loving relationships in their lives. You may ask why this is important. Your whole world will change by developing a healthy, loving relationship with yourself. I have worked with many women over the past few years, and it has been incredible to watch how their lives have changed just by developing a healthy, loving relationship with themselves. So today, I am here to share with you my 3-step process to developing a healthy, loving relationship with yourself. Step number 1 is to know, like, and trust yourself with respect. Now, we'll break down respect here in just a moment. Step number 2 is to be able to define what you want in your life. If you cannot define what you want, how will you know when you found it? And step number 3 is to take that leap of faith, to take the steps towards the life that you desire. That's it. 3 simple steps, right? But doing the work with ourselves sometimes is the hardest thing for us to do. I have heard excuses such as, I am not worthy, or I'm not enough. I've heard people say that you don't know what I've done in my past. I don't deserve this. Maybe I'm not important, or I'm investing in other people, or it would be selfish of me to take time for me and to focus on my relationship with myself because I would be taking away from others. But by doing this 3-step process, you can create more peace, love, and joy in your life. True joy, which helps everyone around you. So who could use a little more peace, love, and joy in their lives? Okay, let's talk about respect. RESPECT. In this particular step, there are 7 areas of focus. And guess what? There are 7 letters in respect. So we will walk through respect letter by letter, starting with the R. R stands for reconnect with who you are. If somebody asks you who you are, can you give them an answer without saying who you are to other people, like a mom, a daughter, a wife, a friend? When my coach asked me for the first time, I could not answer that question. I'm like, well, I'm a mom. I'm an ex-wife. I work for this company and I do this. She's like, no, Sam, that's who you are to other people. Who are you inside? It took me a while to figure out that answer. But today I stand before you. I am a woman who loves God, and I want to follow his path for my life. He has given me the gift of listening, which helps me to be good at my job as a coach. He's given me the gift of compassion, which helps me to be a good mom, a good wife, a good daughter, a good friend. And he has given me the gift of curiosity, which helps me to want to grow and continue to learn throughout my life. I am someone who loves to explore all the beauty in this world, whether it is in nature, people, or different cultures. That is who I am. And I love being me. So I ask you, who are you? And if you do not know the answer to that question, take some time to try and figure that one out. So our second letter is E, and that is establish your likes and dislikes. Again, when my coach asked me for the first time, Sam, what do you like? I had no idea how to answer that question. For years, I had been doing so much for other people, being a mom, being a wife, working, doing everything that other people needed me to do. I had no idea what I truly liked and disliked. I have developed a exercise. It's called the accomplishments, reconnecting with who you are. And this is an exercise. It's a little worksheet that my clients go through, and it helps them to reconnect with the things that they enjoy, to be able to build that list of your likes and dislikes. Now, if you would like a copy of this, just message me in the link below, and I would be happy to send you a copy of this exercise. So moving on to the third letter is S. And S is for setting healthy boundaries. Now, setting healthy boundaries for yourself and your time. This will give you an opportunity to be able to increase your energy, to fill your cup so that you have more to give to all of those within your life. So this may be something that if you're tired, giving yourself permission to take a nap, if that will help re-energize you. It's giving yourself permission to take time to read or to listen to a podcast or something that inspires you. Setting healthy boundaries is giving yourself permission to get movement within your day. So movement being walking, jogging, going to the gym, stretching, doing yoga, whatever that might be for you. It's putting something on your calendar to say, okay, this is what I'm doing this week as far as movement. These are the things that I'm going to do. And then honoring that time. Don't let something else push that off your calendar. Making sure you take that time for you so that you have more to give. It will increase your energy. It will increase your mood. It will help you all around. So setting healthy boundaries is very important. As well as sometimes you can reduce stress in your life by setting healthy boundaries in a particular relationship. So if there is a relationship that needs some healthy boundaries in your life, make sure you set those within that relationship. So moving on, we have the fourth letter. The fourth letter is P, and that is pause the negative. Stop the self-criticism. Stop the self-judgment. Stop the negative self-talk. When you recognize that this is happening, take a pause. Take a deep breath in and let it out. And say, I no longer want to talk to myself this way. And then say something positive about yourself, about your appearance, about your body, about your spirit, about your energy, whatever that is, say something positive about yourself. By stopping that negative self-talk, criticism, judgment, and replacing it with something positive, it helps you to reclaim your power over those voices. It helps you to break that habit of letting that negative self-criticism, self-judgment, self-talk, by stopping that from controlling your talk track. And by replacing it with something positive, it starts to inspire you to recognize it a little more so that you can stop it. So moving on to our fifth letter. Our fifth letter is E, and that is elevate your self-appreciation. This kind of goes with the one above us. It is to find the good in you and to honor it. We are all beautiful, unique in our own diversity. Take the time to say something positive to yourself every morning. I worked with a woman that when we first started working together, she said, Sam, I can't even look in the mirror. I am so disgusted with the way that I look. I can't look in the mirror. I can't see myself. And after a few sessions of us working together, she came in one day. She's like, Sam, this is the first time in a long time that I look good. I know I look good. It was incredible because nothing in her appearance had changed. Her body hadn't changed. She still was wanting to lose weight. She still had goals, but she was able to see herself for the beauty that she is within, being content with where she is and being able to see herself as the beautiful child that God made her. So this was an incredible breakthrough for her. Yes, she still has her weight loss goals. She still wants to do things to improve her body, but she's able to look in the mirror now and to see the beauty that she has. So that was a wonderful change for her. And it was so exciting to see her get to that level. So find that uniqueness and the beauty within you. Make a list. And I want you to read that list every day until you no longer have to read it off that list. So moving on to our sixth letter, which is C, and that is cut the cord on your limiting beliefs. So limiting beliefs are when you feel that you're not worthy or not enough. Pay attention to any of those statements that start with, I can't, or because I've always been this way, or this is just how I was raised, or I got this from my mom or my dad. All of these are limiting beliefs and they're holding you back from doing the things that you want to do. Just think if instead of you saying, I can't to that thing that you wanted to do, say, I can. I'm going to try. I'm going to take this step forward. I feel that it will take and create some positive momentum of moving forward and breaking through those limiting beliefs and doing some of the things that you want and creating that life that you desire. So our final letter is T, and that is take back your freedom with forgiveness, forgiving yourself and others for the past hurt that you've had in your life. A friend of mine has said that if you do not forgive, it's like drinking poison and then expecting the other person to die. If you do not forgive, it creates resentment and bitterness, hatred, and darkness within you. But when you forgive, it allows you to create hope and light and freedom within your life. So that heavy baggage that you have been carrying from your past, it is time to sit that down so you can have the freedom to create new things within your life. Now, this topic, there is a lot to it. And I had a very difficult time with it when I first started the forgiveness process. But let me tell you, it is so worth the time and energy to do because it lifts so much heaviness off of you and allows you to create new, beautiful things within your life. So if this is something that you are ready to do, but you just don't know where to start, there's a link below. Schedule a time with me to where we can talk about it. And either I can give you resources to be able to start this journey, or we could even work together to help you start the journey. For most of us, there's a lot of things that we need to let go of from our past and to be able to forgive and release. And it's hard to start the journey, but if you have the tools to start it, it's amazing how that ball just starts rolling and the freedom comes to you. So click the link below if you're ready to start, but not sure how. Okay, there we go. Respect. Reconnect with who you are. Establish your likes and dislikes. Set healthy boundaries. Pause the negative. Elevate your self-appreciation. Cut the cord on those limiting beliefs and take back your freedom with forgiveness. By getting to know yourself with respect, it will create a healthy, loving relationship with yourself, and it will change the trajectory of your life. I have many examples of how this has happened for some of my clients, but today I want to share with you my story. So my story did start in 2017. I was sitting on the floor in that small walk-in closet in my bedroom. That was the only place in my home that I could get alone. I was sitting on the floor. I was crying because I couldn't believe I got there again. You see, I was going through my second divorce. We'd only been married for 3 years, but I knew that it was unhealthy and it wasn't right. We were not only hurting each other, but we were hurting our children too. I ignored the red flags before we got married. Overall, I felt like I was a very strong woman. At work, I was looked at for direction by many people within the company. I had been there for 17 years and I had held many different jobs within the company. I helped in a lot of different areas. I was a professional, I was a leader, and I was making a difference in that company. But at home, I didn't feel that same way. I felt alone. I felt unseen, unheard, and unloved. And because of this, because of some of the frustrations within my relationship, I wasn't always proud of how I reacted to certain situations. I would say ugly things or nag to try to motivate and inspire change. Note to self, saying something ugly does not motivate or inspire. So we've got to stop that one. I was acting poorly out of frustration. Has anybody else been there to where you say something that you are not proud of or wish that you could take back? That's where I was, and I was not proud of who I was becoming. So there I was, sitting on the floor of that small walk-in closet, wondering how I got there again, thinking maybe I was the crash test dummy for relationships. Then I heard a soft knock at the door and a quiet voice say, "Mom, are you okay?" Of course, fighting back the tears and trying to cover the weakness in my voice from crying, I said, "Yes, I am fine. I'll be there in a moment." How many of us have done that? As women, we feel that we have to be strong for everyone. We cannot show vulnerability. We put up our fronts and say that we are fine when we are not. In that moment, I decided that is not how I want to live my life. That is not the example that I want to set for my children. So I started researching and seeking and investing to try and find that better life. There are some amazing authors out there. There's some amazing speakers out there. And there's some incredible free information online. And I started following the people that I felt connected to. And the theme of their teaching was love yourself. So in 2017, I did complete my second divorce. I got a dog who became my new companion while my teenagers were out living their teenage lives. I focused on my growth. I focused on my commitment. No more failed relationships. I was committed to improving me so I didn't have to have that happen again. The biggest aha moment was when I came across the teaching one day, and there was a quote: "If you do not love and appreciate yourself, you will attract others who do not love and appreciate you." I'm going to repeat that one again. If you do not love and appreciate yourself, you will attract others who do not love and appreciate you. It was that quote that hit me at the right time. I realized that I never took time to see me, to hear me, or to love me. And in turn, I attracted that same type of relationship to me. In both of my marriages, I felt unseen, unheard, and unloved. Isn't that pretty interesting? The research, the books, the speakers that I found, they helped. But it wasn't until I started investing in myself that I really made some change. The coach that I worked with, she helped me to get to know who I was. She helped me to find love for me. And she helped me to see and appreciate me. And even though that sounds like a small and insignificant change in my life, it was actually the biggest change that I have ever made. And it did change the trajectory of my life. In my relationships, they changed for the better with my family, my children, my boss, my coworkers. Good opportunities just started opening up as my life shifted. I felt stronger and more empowered. My confidence rose, and I felt joy, true joy, for the first time in my life. It was a random Tuesday. I was driving to work, and I just was laughing, and I was happy for no reason. I felt like I was going a little bit crazy, but hey, I was happy about it, so it's all good. But the biggest thing that I found was contentment and peace with being me. I didn't have to look outside myself for approval to know that I was good. I didn't need a husband or a boyfriend to complete me. I was good with who I was, and it felt amazing. That's when my stage started that I wanted to become a relationship coach for women. My goal is to share with as many women as I can the same peace and contentment, whether you're married or not. I want to share this beautiful gift with as many women as I can. And I have to say that this has been the most rewarding job that I've ever had. Working with the women that God puts in my life and helping them to find those aha moments in their journey that really change their life. It has been amazing and so rewarding. So in closing, I have developed this 3-part program to help women to improve their relationships with themselves, to know, like, and trust yourself with respect, to define what you want in your life so you can create a plan and you know when you have found it, and to take that leap of faith, to believe in your dreams and to know they can be accomplished. I encourage each of you that if you have an area of unhappiness in your life, seek to change it. You have the power within you. And if you don't know how to tap into that power like I did, then find a therapist, a counselor, or a coach. Do this for you. Respect yourself and step into that power within. It is amazing how changing your relationship with yourself will impact your whole life and everyone around you. Thank you so much for letting me share with you today.